Gloria from Postnet.
You're tuned to MC 90.3 FM, the heart and soul of Plettenberg Bay. This is Sue keeping you company for another hour today. And we heard from Deacon Blue with Real Gone Kid, the Velvet Underground with Who Loves the Sun. Now, as promised, Thomas Knowler has made it to the studio. And he's here to chat to us with his, what are you, partner, what? Well, not partner like that, but kurdt. Anyway, kurdt. Yep. And you guys are in this together. And they run the SAS Survival School, the South African School of Survival, which is situated right here at Buffalo Hills Game Reserve in Plettenberg Bay. Right, good morning, guys, and welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, thanks for having us.
Okay, you need to move close to your microphone. I know you're tall, but just try and squash in. Otherwise, there we are. That might even be easier. Just hold it and talk into it so everybody can listen to you. Tell us a little bit about your school, Thomas. We'll start with you.
Okay, well, it's called SAS Survival, and it's basically for everyone to come and learn some survival skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why? I mean, why do you think it's a good idea?
I like to intervene, yeah. Sorry, Thomas. I know we're good partners and all, but the thing is, with there's like a certain urge for people to start learning survival skills because of what's happening around the planet with tsunamis and all these things. So if a tsunami hit this country or some natural disaster hit this country, then better be prepared. So even if just one member in the family knew how to survive, it will increase the risk, not the risk,
chances.
the chances of surviving. Yes, if something had to go down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you do all groups from school kids to families,
from families,
to
school groups,
businesses.
team building.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've had quite a good response. You've only been open for a month.
I've had a very good response so far. Yeah, had lots of
You
people.
haven't killed anybody yet?
Only two.
Only two people.
Only two, yeah.
Okay, those haven't hit the media yet, so we'll just ignore those two. What kind of things do you teach people?
Well, I'll take over here again. Sorry, Tom. Relax. What
we're interviewing Kurdt, sorry.
Yeah. What we're doing here is that we try and get people just... It's the whole thing about nature is it's like a whole cycle that they need to understand. So it's very basic at first. Just what kind of fresh water do you need to drink? What do you do to filter water? What is all right to eat? What is not all right to eat? So it's basic identification of basic plants, animals, and things like that. Along the way, you try and sell them the whole picture of how everything fits into each other. If you understand that cycle, then anyone can survive. And the whole thing is to push humans. Humans are so used to being comfort in their comfort zone all the time, every day. Everyone's always complaining about this or that. When you put them out there, no matter how much they complain, it's not going to help. It's all about calories and keeping the energy up and the spirit up. So you'll complain for the first 5 hours, then you'll realize it's not worth it. And that's when you see the true human and the true character. So survival, I believe, is for everyone, rich, old, young, it doesn't matter. The one-day one especially, because that anyone can do, I believe, no matter how old you are.
How long is your one-day course?
1 day. So
No, but I mean like
From
from 8 to 5? Oh, okay.
From 9:30
but 9
till
till 5,
4.
yeah, the whole day.
All right, and that's it. You sent out there with nothing. You're going to go and learn to identify plants.
Yeah, so the one-day course, they bring their own lunch. So they still eat
Okay, so
something
they
nice,
still
but
do
they all
eat.
need to at least eat some sort of plant material or insect. If you're a vegetarian on the one-day course, we'll skip you. You know, you can eat a planty thing or something, a root
As
or
opposed
something.
to a scorpion.
Okay, but 1 week, they know, even the vegetarians know that eventually they would have to eat some sort of insect. Because back in human civilization, we used to be pack animals. So if you're out surviving on your own, you need to scavenge. That's the only way. And you can't always find a perfect bowl of lettuce or this or that. So you have to eat whatever you find. So yeah. But it's basically just to get them comfortable with nature, because most people don't know anything about nature. It's shocking.
No, it's true.
It's shocking.
I think that is.
So it's
true.
just that 1 day is very, very basic. Animal identification, what you can eat roughly, what you look where the sun comes up, that's where it's going to be east, and that's where the sun sets, going to be west, things like that. What tree could you find navigation with, all these kind of little things, because obviously they'll lose half of it in 1 day, but it's just to get them comfort and that smile on their face and know that maybe they have this little bit of an extra bonus, and if something did go down, they could survive maybe for 1 or 2 days extra, which could mean the difference between life and death.
You use the whole of Buffalo Hills Game Reserve, all
Yeah.
open to you?
Yeah.
Yes, but we have, I've got specific areas where I take them. So if it's a 1 day thing, I've got an exact kind of route. I know exactly where I'm going to take them. On a 3 day thing, we're going a little bit further away where you can't see any kind of civilized things at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And the 1 week thing is obviously big, then it's quite far
And that's
away.
where the fun starts.
Yeah, that's when the real things
So
start.
it's better to go for the 1 week.
Yeah, go for the 1 week.
Start with the 1
Brave.
day, work yourself up, I would say.
All right, so Tom, just tell us a little bit. So they get to, people start, they build shelters.
Pretty much everything. Kurt's covered everything. Build shelters, fires, how to start fires from sticks.
Yeah,
what
we
bugs
show
you
them
can
different
eat.
techniques for that as well. There's a whole bunch of different techniques. In these foresty climates that we have here, we use what we call the bow and drill technique, which you can use your shoelace and then any piece of stick. We show what kind of material roughly you
Kind of
need.
wood.
You actually need to practice that, but we show you, and then the bamboo. Out of bamboo, you can make spears. With one piece of bamboo, you can make spear, fire, and food all in one. So we show them these little nifty little things, how to light a match on a rock if you don't have a matchbox. All these kind of little things.
I presume you don't give them matchboxes.
No, we don't give them matchboxes. And everyone at the end can at least make a fire without a matchbox. And that's a guarantee. That's a guarantee. Well,
and you're going to hit the schools?
Yep. All schools
so
are
you've had
welcome
quite
to
a
come
good
to
reaction from some youngsters you've
Yeah,
already spoken
as soon as you mention survival, all their eyes light up like, ooh, yeah, tell me more.
Okay.
it is a big thing at the moment. Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, all these things have this Bear Grylls, all these survival things, because they also sense the same thing.
Yeah.
People are starting to become a little bit panicky. So if something did hit, then people at least know the basics. The basics are so easy to memorize, but people just don't know. Out of my experience, I've seen people don't have a clue. They don't know what to drink, what to eat. They'll really not survive longer than 3 days.
Yeah. Okay. So is this something that you've done before? It's just an idea that you came up with and got in touch with Kurdt and then put it together? Or is this something that's...
Kind of. It's always been an interest of mine. I'm from the countryside of England, and I've always been a keen enthusiast for the outdoors. I've done a few bits of survival here and there, but it wasn't until I met Kurdt, who showed me what real survival was about, that I thought, hang on, there's something here that we can teach people.
Okay, because I believe you've got a lot of experience with this.
Yes, so that's one of my... I grew up on game reserves, so I've been on game reserves my whole life. I've worked with venomous snakes. I've worked at animal parks, game reserves, Pilanesberg, Buffalo Hills here. So I've been in the outdoors for a very long time. I was trained. I've done a month survival without any supplies in Mozambique. Lost 17 kilograms there. Still have permanent scars on the inside of my legs from climbing those coconut trees every day. Only way you could get water in certain areas there. And then Namibia as well. So every year for us guys that are survival instructors, there is this opportunity to go do real survival in areas like the Congo or the Amazon or Papua New Guinea and things like that.
All right. Now, you mentioned earlier on as well, when we were chatting before we got on air, that there is also a sort of honorary game ranging, anti-poaching unit that a youngster could maybe branch into. Do you want to just tell us a little bit more about that?
The thing is with that is I am trained as a game ranger and a herpetologist. I work with amphibians, the scientific studies of amphibians and reptiles, but I also have the anti-poaching background and the rifle handling and things like that. Now, on our survival courses, we do rifle handling, even though it's just an air rifle, but we show them the basics of how to shoot and where to aim. We show them snares, how to dismantle snares, how to look out for snares. So this is just a stepping ground. If there's enough interest in this, we can obviously do a little certificate thing for a 1 week or a 2 week or even a 3 week anti-poaching school thing, basically. But at the moment, it's just a stepping ground. If there's interest in that, then we will go with that. But there's definitely a big room for that. We have been discussing it, doing a 1-2 week thing, anti-poaching strictly, showing them how to check game fences, how to do all this. All this knowledge I do have, and I've got guys that I can train that can keep going with it.
Because there definitely is a problem here in Plett with that.
Yeah, big problem.
Yes.
I had a dog that was caught in a snare.
So that's what we do. I've taken down lots of snares around. I've probably taken I've only been in the Knysna Plett area for about 2.5 years now, and I've already taken down about 100 snares in the Crags area behind where we are at Buffalo Hills and in Hockerville. So there's a lot of snares going around.
Plenty.
So yeah, that's definitely something we can do. And just for everyone, just basic identification of dangerous animals, because people kill a lot of animals in this beautiful area as well, spiders. And I mean, there's only 7 spiders in the entire southern Africa that can really cause a problem. So all this killing of little insects and snakes and things are unnecessary. After this 1-day course even, people wouldn't want to do it anymore.
All right, before we get to your weird fascination, how do people get hold of you if they'd like to come on the camp?
They can either give me a call or track me down on our website.
Okay, what is your website?
www.sasurvive.com.
Oh, that's very easy.
Okay. SAsurvive.com.
Survive.com.
Yeah.
All right, and you're going to put a couple of articles in the print media and all that kind of thing, so people also know how to get hold of you?
Really get in your face.
We're already in Find It Essay.
Yeah.
You can already check us there.
Yes, you are in Find It Essay.
That's right. Quite a few
All
times.
right, now you have a weird fascination with venomous snakes.
All
Tell
kinds
us
of dangerous
about your-
creatures, actually. I mean, I worked at the famous Hartenbeespoort Dam Snake Park. And I mean, I'm very skilled at handling of big crocodiles and all the dangerous snakes of Africa. I would even go as far as saying I'm one of the best snake handlers in the world when it comes to free handling deadly snakes.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, any snake. It doesn't matter what it is, what the stereotype around it is. And it's just if you know how to work with animals, like the guy going into a camp with lions, he understands every aspect of them. I understand every aspect about these animals. And I prove to people I can go into a bathtub with 50 puff adders and not get bitten because they're not really out to kill you. That's the misperception. That's which I exploit and I show to the people. There's obviously a little bit of risk involved in this.
Sure.
But,
Still a wild animal.
But yes. But if you get to a level of understanding, which we can all do with all animals, I can free handle deadly spiders, anything. Nothing really wants to kill us, except for maybe, I would say, hippos.
And other human beings.
And other humans.
All right, and I believe you have a Guinness World Record that you have been involved in. Tell us a bit more about
Yeah,
that.
well, I did sit in Hartenbeespoort Dam about 4 years ago, and I did 100 days with only 36 venomous snakes.
I remember that.
Now, the Guinness World Record is set by Austin Stevens now at 107 days with 36 venomous snakes. So I was supposed to start now on the 1st of July in the Cape Town waterfront, but we're going to push it till next year. We're going to stay in the box for 5 months, a whole month extra, and do a whole 10 extra venomous snakes, so the record can't be broken again. Then I'll be on the top of the pyramid of the snake world.
Just going to nail that one, yeah.
All right, these are not
Probably.
necessarily just South African venomous
All,
snakes.
it's all South
from all
African.
over.
It's parfadas, specific snakes. It's parfadas, Cape cobras, boomslang, and it's black and green mambas.
Okay.
Wow.
And a 5x4 meter room, see-through room, so
Rather
everyone will be
you
able
than
to see
me.
it.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to come to Cape Town to wait.
Yeah, you will. But I'll obviously do a little stunt here as well. I was thinking at Lawnwood Snake Sanctuary, my mate Michael owns the place. Shout out to Michael there. We're thinking of me staying in his black mamba enclosure. The tiny enclosure, 3x3 meters for, say, 2 green mambas, 2 black mambas, and maybe a couple of parfadas and cobras, and a tiny space for maybe a week, just for a little stunt here in the garden route. That will also be a record.
That people can come and have a look
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I find it most bizarre, but if that
It's all about survival. That's-
Even me, it creeps me out. I'm like,
That is a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I
it-
wouldn't kill a snake, but it's just like, why would you want to go and live with him for a week?
Well, when you see it, you'll be amazed. And that's what it's all about. An imprint. So when someone sees a snake again, they'll be like, well, that guy was free handling a parfada and kissing them and stuff, so maybe the
Yeah.
snake's not that bad.
There's a few videos on our website of you actually doing it, I think.
Yeah, there is. You can check it on our website. There's a movie clip of me free handling
Okay, guys,
cobras,
so there
parfadas.
we are. Jump onto the website and go and have a look at that. And well done. Good luck with your big adventure.
Thank you.
Come
Thank you,
and let us keep us up to date. Let us know what's going on. Maybe you take all the radio staff off for a one-day course.
You should
Not a bad
definitely do
idea.
that.
Team
Definitely. I'll
building.
go extra hard on you guys. So all you guys do is talk. So
Talk,
we
talk,
need to
talk.
Let's take
talk,
them in the
talk.
bush and just leave you there.
Yeah, well, that's, I'm sure, between all
You'll
of us.
be starting fires under your desk here.
I'm sure. Why would I need
Cook
to
your
do
lunch.
that? All right, Kurt and Thomas, thank you very much for coming to chat to us. And you let us know if you go and jump into this enclosure with
I'll
Michael.
definitely keep you guys updated.
And yeah, it would be interesting. At least we can send people out to come and watch you as bizarre
Thank you,
as it
MCFM.
is. Thank you very much.
Thank you.